Several NBA superstars have sons that will follow in their footsteps and find their way to the league. While that is unlikely in every case, some will undoubtedly continue their father's basketball legacy. It is unclear what direction the sons of NBA players will take as they get older. Several years ago, Michael Jordan's sons Marcus and Jeffrey Jordan tore up the high school basketball circuits in Chicago. Older brother Jeffrey rejected scholarship offers from the likes of Valparaiso and Loyola, heading to the University of Illinois as a preferred walk-on. Marcus, for his part, won a state title for Whitney Young after dropping in a game-high 19 points in the championship game. Both brothers ultimately landed at the University of Central Florida before quitting the team and quickly flaming out of basketball altogether. Even so, there have been other sons who have developed into phenomenal basketball players. Stephen Curry has continued his father's shooting prowess and has become more successful than his in the NBA, winning 2 regular season MVP awards and 4 championships. Genetics and the environment will favor these second-generation basketballers in their attempt to reach the NBA. However, we might not get the opportunity to witness all play. That said, let's take a look at the top NBA players whose sons are touted to be future players in the league. Ryan Mutombo. The finger-wagging Dikembe Mutombo dominated the NBA throughout his NBA career, mainly because of his defensive abilities. He currently ranks second in the all-time rankings for shots blocked. For 5 seasons with the Nuggets, he was a dominant center, grabbing rebounds and using his razor-sharp elbows as guards against the ball. He used the move so many times, occasionally injuring opponents, that the league banned the move and made it an offensive foul. Mutombo had an amazing career, spanning 19 years and 6 teams, but his best years were in Nuggets uniform. For Denver, Mutombo averaged 13 points and over 12 rebounds a game and was the centerpiece of the good young team in the early 90s. He even once pulled down a staggering 31 rebounds in one game. To continue Dikembe's legacy, his son Ryan committed to play at Georgetown, the same school his father played before joining the NBA. He is a 6'11" center who is not yet as good as defender as his father, but is embracing versatility to stay relevant and cope in today's NBA. The family has stated that if the opportunity arises, Ryan will declare for the NBA draft after his freshman year. That will mean that we might be seeing Ryan in the league a lot sooner than later. Zaire Wade. By all accounts, Dwayne Wade is a top 5 shooting guard right behind Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Jerry West. Wade, in his prime, relentlessly attacked the basket for easy layups and game-changing dunks. With time, Wade also developed one of the better mid-range jump shots in the game. As the total offensive package, he can wheel and deal in the post, with an assortment of drop, step, spin, and up and under moves against smaller guards. On the other side of the floor, Wade is a lockdown defender who would wreak havoc and spark transition. In 2006, Wade had his coming out party when he carried the Heat to its first championship in franchise history. Next, he recruited both LeBron and Chris Bosh to South Beach as one of the more polarizing extensions of the super team concept. As a group, this Big Three unit made 4 straight trips to the finals between 2011 and 2014, winning 2. At first, Wade and LeBron took turns as the top dog on the Heat before Flash's body broke down. Although he is retired, we might soon witness the second coming of Wade as his son Zaire is on course to play in the NBA. He got offers from 4 colleges, meaning the 20-year-old shooting guard might soon declare for the draft. Jordan Lowry. Allen Iverson is the best combo guard in NBA history. He was a fearless scorer and executed ankle-breaking crossovers against any opponent, including the great Michael Jordan. Iverson's most memorable run was the 2000 to 2001 NBA season, where he averaged 31 points and won the MVP. He also led the Philadelphia 76ers to the 2001 NBA Finals. Even though they were an average team, they ultimately lost to the Lakers in 5 games. Of his 5 children, only his youngest son is following in his footsteps. The youngster was already ranked as the best 4th grade basketball player in the country. Although the youngster still has a few years to go before featuring in the NBA, he's an exciting prospect. Lowry already has a better crossover dribble than the majority of fully grown men. Like his daddy, he can blow by the defense with ease, finishing right at the front of the rim with a sweet floater. To mix things up, Lowry will sometimes feint a hard drive to the outside before spinning back toward the middle of the floor and splitting the defense. With time and practice, this kid will only improve as an outside shooter and passer. Yes, we are talking about practice. Shareef O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal is arguably the most dominant big man of all time. As a force, O'Neal would simply bully his way to the basket for rim-rocking jams. Shaq, at 7'1" and 325 pounds, was also remarkably light on his feet and could go to a series of counter moves in the paint to ward off double and triple teams. As a result, opposing teams often resorted to intentional fouls as their only hope of putting the brakes on Shaq Diesel. For his career, O'Neal was a 53% free throw shooter, which gave way to the infamous Hack-a-Shaq strategy as a legacy. As the last of a dying breed, Shaq was the focal point for inside-out basketball, at a time when traditional franchise centers were thought to be all but necessary to claim championship hardware. In Orlando, Shaq ran with Penny Hardaway and even bounced a rusty Michael Jordan out of the playoffs before getting swept by Hakeem Olajuwon in the finals. From there, Shaq punched his ticket to LA, joined forces with the young Kobe Bryant, and ultimately swung the balance of power out west, with 3 straight championships between 2000 and 2002. For his last hurrah, the Diesel had just enough left in the tank to help Dwayne Wade to his first title in Miami. Shareef O'Neal has opted to continue his father's legacy, albeit playing a different role. The 22-year-old has been slowed down following a heart surgery in December 2018. Although he is slowly making a recovery and featuring in games, he's not as explosive as he once was. Regardless, Shareef remains a top prospect that could dominate the NBA in the coming years. With time, the kid will improve his post footwork and expand his shooting range out beyond the three-point line. The game, through the O'Neal bloodline, has evolved into a pace and space between interchangeable athletes. Instead of 4 guys standing and watching a dominant big man pound the ball on the low block late in the shot clock. As basketball royalty, Shareef has already fielded scholarship offers out of Pac-12 powers Arizona, USC, and UCLA. LeBron Bronny James Jr. LeBron James needs no introduction as his achievements speak for him. However, the 4-time NBA champion is firmly entrenched in the GOAT conversation. LeBron has always expressed interest in playing with his son in the NBA. If that happens, they will become the first father-son combination to play in the league at the same time. LeBron Bronny James Jr. will be 18 next year, the earliest he can make the NBA. That means King James will need to play for at least 2 more years before he plays with his son, James Jr. He has shown a glimpse of what he can bring to the NBA. Like his father, he has an impressive court vision and also is recognized for his weak side blocks. If everything goes according to plan, these two will be the first father and son combination to play in the NBA at the same time. They'll shake hands at center court in what may amount to a passing of the torch to the next generation of stars. Basketball is clearly the family business in the James household. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you liked it. Do check out our previous video about the best NBA rookies of the season 2022. You'll be surprised to see a few names on this list, so wait no more and see if your favorite player could make the cut. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We also welcome your comments, so don't shy away from expressing your opinions. We will see you in another amazing video on the NBA. Peace out.